Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup. Now the throw on first down, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well.
On that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morgan. And he'll get it down on the play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Hey, we talked about Adam Thielen a little bit last year, didn't we? Possession receiver, makes some tough catches, gets it done, and he's a homeboy. And we're up very close to the Twin Cities.
And showing those possession receiver skills right there to pick up the first. First down, here's Cousins.
Oh, no. Diggs, bro.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be...
Why did you stand around?
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing
He'd
the
be
football.
fired.
We expected that. They told us
This was true. He'd be fired. He'd be straight up fired.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV. Called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left for the State.
What the hell? Man, 2 men on 1 guy, man. That guy sucks, dude.
3rd reception, bro. Are you serious?
By no past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a toss. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leads him to the 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
What the? I wanted that linebacker. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
And how about how it culminated, doing exactly
I
what
don't
they
like
wanted
that. I
to
don't
do,
like
getting the
that.
ball downfield and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partners, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Tracy? Is that Tracy?
No.
Who's that?
Oh, it's one of Jared's holes.
Taken to the back of the end zone.
Yep.
And he wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
No, she's saying she's MF.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw that side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down here at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 there on the Roethlisberger out to his left.
What in the?
Vance McDonald. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards.
It's your boy Batman 684, Juju 676, and Juju we lit. Watch this.
And it's Roethlisberger being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
Oh no! Hell no! Bro, why did I freaking...
Hell no.
Bro, that shoulder weak, little bitch, man.
Bro, you got fucked up.
Nah, man. Your safety got burned if I didn't throw it. I threw it faster. I just had to freaking run out. Sack master. Sack master. Ooh, you little bitch.
Bro. 28 yards, 6.
Madden is hella funny use.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And before they can run another play, the clock hits 0-0. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. These Vikings and Steelers, two of the best teams in the NFL last year, and they met back in Week 2 in Pittsburgh of that season, and it was the Steelers behind 4 Chris Boswell field goals and Juju Smith-Schuster's first NFL touchdown, coming away with a 26-9 victory. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play. Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the...
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Cousins now from the 50. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's got some space here. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Cousins. Letting one go deep for the ends, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive. There on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just hit you, and it worked really well for them.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Dancing to his left. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Here's Roethlisberger. Team throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win off?
Now second and 10.
Quarter. Set. Blue 30. Kings.
Ben to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Jack 16. Black 30.
On third down, Roethlisberger throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Snickers. You got to baby. Corner, corner. 8.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing is Cousins, and that is incomplete here.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Cousins to throw it. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Set. Blue 30. Snickers, you got to spin.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Big hold of the 30 on the crossing route, complete. That's McDonald. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
I got you. Jack 16. Snickers, you got to spin. Monday.
Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Set. Blue 30. 8.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Jack 16. Jack 16. 8.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Jack 16. Snickers, 66.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Double. AV.
Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offense. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Black 80. Whirl. Let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
230. Snickers, got to spin.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead.
As they come up here first and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Eight. Set. Block 80. Good job, guys. Check tight. Kill. Kings. Big.
Now Roethlisberger steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They find some open field here. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on first down. Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go.
Cousins here to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Working out of the gun, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home.